Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel Vidya for Success.
Dear students, in this video, let us study the concept of sampling, and also along with that, we'll also study what are the different methods of sampling. We know that sampling is a method of choosing representative units from a complete population. Why we are going for this particular idea? Because you cannot perform an investigation, or else you cannot conduct an investigation on an entire population. It is not economically feasible. Lot of problems, it will involve too much of time, so accuracy may not be that good, so a lot of things are involved. So in order to get the best accuracy, in order to analyze the data at a very faster rate, instead of conducting the exercise on a big or a large population, that same thing can be conducted on a small units representing the population. They are referred as sample. But the question is, how are you going to collect these representative units from the population? You cannot simply collect as and how you wish. There should be some methodology, some particular technique need to be adopted. So here in this video, we will be studying what are the different methods or types of sampling. So the different methods of sampling are, first one is simple random sampling, systematic sampling, and stratified sampling. So these are the three important methods of collecting sample out of a given population. So the first one is simple random sampling. So this particular methodology we have already used without knowing or else having studied this in detail. So what is the simple random sampling? So for example, if you are going for a shopping, let us say you want to buy vegetables or fruits, what you will be doing? So let us say here, as you can representative image here, there is a stack of mangoes. So you want to buy, let us say, 1 or 2 kg of mangoes. So what you will be doing? So sometimes you will ask the shopkeeper or else one who is selling them to give 1 kg of mango, or else what you will do? You will select, you will choose. So how you are going to choose? You will pick which one is a good one, isn't it? So simply there as you can notice in the image, there are a lot of mangoes. They are arranged, but you are going to pick them. We are randomly selecting them one by one. You are random. So here while picking, you are not going according to order. Okay, I'll pick first one like the second one. No such ordering here. Randomly, you can choose the units randomly from the population. So this is what simple random sampling means. Okay, so from the population we will be considering a sample. How are we considering the sample? We will be considering them randomly. The units are chosen randomly here. Okay, so that's why it is referred as simple random sampling. So what are the things that we need to study here? So in order to conduct a simple random sampling, do we have to consider any theory, any what is a particular technique? No such technique. Okay, so it is a technique where a sample is drawn in such a way that each and every unit of the population will have a equal and independent chance of being included in the sample. Nothing but each and every unit in the population will be getting an equal chance to be represented in the sample. Here we are not biased to any one particular unit. All the units are having the equal priority. Anyone can get into the sample. Okay, so again followed by, in order to choose sample in this particular way, there are two methods that we can follow. The first method is referred as lottery method, and another method is referred as random number tables. So let us say you are conducting a survey to check out, you want to establish a particular, you want to come up with a newer product in the market. Before coming up on your product, you want to go for a survey. So you will be asking questions to the respondents, let us say customers or people. So how are you going to choose these respondents? Simply randomly you cannot choose them. There should be some methodology. So that method is referred as lottery method. Either let us say we will be taking their phone numbers. Let us say there are 100 phone numbers. These 100 phone numbers are written in separate sheets and they are put in a particular box. We are going to choose, let us say, 10 numbers. It is a lottery method. Similarly, there is a table called as random number tables. From this table also you can choose certain numbers randomly. So this particular method, Here we are going to give equal importance to each and every unit in the population. Okay. Next, second method is systematic sampling. So what is systematic sampling? Let us say in a queue there are 100 individuals standing. So a particular person approaches them from a particular company who is advertising his brand. Okay, so let us say he is from the company of some particular wristwatch. Okay, Rolex wristwatch. So he is going to offer 10 wristwatches, Rolex wristwatches to 10 individuals. But in the queue there are 100 people standing. He cannot give wristwatch to all the individuals since he is having only 10 pieces. So how we are going to select 10 individuals, that is what will be the sample, how he is going to draw the sample of size 10. So here he will divide the entire population into, let us say, some groups. So what will be the size of each group? So for that we will need to consider a particular formula. The formula is small k is equal to capital N by small n. So here he is having only 10 watches that need to be given away to 10 individuals, not to 100. So what he is doing? He will be dividing these 100 individuals into 10 groups. Okay, you are understanding? They are divided into 10 groups. So from the first group, let us say he is selecting an individual. Before doing so, all these 100 individuals will be given a number, will be assigned a number, starting from, let us say, 1, 2, 3, 4 up till 100. Later on, they will be divided into certain groups of equal size. So each group here, 100 members are there, each group will be having 10 individuals, 10 members. So totally how many such groups will be there? 10 groups will be there. So 10 into 10, totally 100 individuals will be there. Okay. So from the first group, let us say the person, advertising person, he will be drawing an individual with the number 5. So from the first group, he has drawn an individual bearing the number 5. Next, from the second group, he will be drawing another individual. So what will be the number? So he will be following equal sample interval here. The same individual equal separated equal, what to say, sample interval. That sample interval is called as k, small k. Okay, so what is that small k here? There are 100 individuals, 100 divided by group. How many groups are there? 10 groups of equal size, that is 10. So 100 divided by 10 is 10. So for the first group, I have drawn an individual bearing the number 5. Let us say 5. Okay, so from the next group having 10 individuals, I will be drawing again a number by having 15. From the next group, I will be drawing an individual having the number 25. From the next group, 35, 45, it goes on. So nothing but I will be following a particular mathematical pattern here. First of all, I will decide what should be the interval. After, once I come to know what is that interval, first I will pick a number randomly from the first group. Later, from the second, at the time of drawing number from the second group, I will add the first randomly selected number plus the sample interval value, that is a plus k, like that. Okay, so first in the first group I randomly chosen the number 5. Next, from the next group, 5 plus 10, that is 15. Next, from the third group, 5 plus 2k, that is 5 plus 2 into 10, that is 20 plus 5 is 25. From the next group, 5 plus 3 into 10, that is 35. Like that, it goes on up till the last group. So this is how in the systematic sampling we will be choosing the units from the population. So the entire population will be first assigned number. Later they will be divided into particular groups having equal number of units. From each group we will be selecting items. So systematic sampling is a procedure of drawing samples by selecting equally separated units in a numerically, alphabetically or geographically arranged population. So first we will be arranging the population either numerically or alphabetically or geographically. From later, from this population, we are going to draw units which are equally separated. Okay. Next, sample of n items is selected from a population of capital N units. As I said, there are 100 individuals. So capital N is 100. From those 100 individuals or units, we will be selecting a sample having only n items, small n items. What is small n? Small n is, let us say, 10. Okay. And the population will be divided into equally separated n groups of k items each. So as I said, I cannot give away 100 watches to all the 100 individuals. I am having only 10 watches. So what I am doing? I am dividing the entire population of 100 individuals into certain groups. And how many groups I can divide? I can divide them into 10 groups. So each group will be having only 10 items. So this is what is saying, the population will be divided into equally separated n groups of k items each. We will be following a particular formula here for systematic sampling. The formula is k is equivalent to capital N by small n. Okay. So what is small k? Small k is sample interval. So between each group I need to follow a particular width, sample, say that will be same for all the groups, that is sample interval. The next one is population size. The population size is capital N and the sample size is small n. The third way of sampling is stratified sampling. So what is stratified sampling? Let us say that the population is heterogeneous in nature. Okay. So let us say I am taking blood samples from some number of units. Let us say there are 20 individuals. Okay. So 20 individuals, from 20 individuals I will be collecting the blood samples. But these 20 individuals are of different sex group. So some of them are male, some of them are female. If I collect only from the male group, then it is not a good way of sampling. If I collect only from the female group, then also it is not a good way. I need to give equal priority to both male and female. Okay, while selecting the units. So here in stratified sampling, here in case if the units of a population are heterogeneous, mixture of different types of units, then I can follow the stratified sampling way of choosing sampling, where the entire population will be divided into a particular strata, strata, strata. As you can notice here, the entire population of male and female is divided into only female population and male population. Instead, if I am not doing this, then how I will be drawing? Let us say I need to draw. Let us say there are 20 individuals are there in a group. If I want to draw only, let us say, 6 individuals. At the time of drawing 6 individuals from this particular group, I might go for all 6 male, or else I can go with only 5 females and 1 male, or else I can go with all let us say 5 males and 1 female. So there is no equal priority given to all the individuals or all the strata segments. So best way is to divide the entire population into different segments or strata. From these stratas we can pick the elements or units. So this is referred as stratified sampling. So let us say now we are having 20 individuals in the group. I am dividing them into different strata. So here the first strata is only female, the second strata is male. I want only 6 individuals. So from the first female strata I will be selecting 3 individuals, and from male strata I will be selecting 3 individuals. So this is what stratified sampling is. When the population is heterogeneous, this method is applied. The population is divided into number of subgroups called as strata, or sometimes also called as segments. Each strata is homogeneous. From each stratum, appropriate number of units are randomly selected. So while selecting units from each strata, They are randomly chosen. We are not following in a systematic way. If you want, you can also follow systematic pattern also. But here we will be following randomly. Randomly we will be choosing elements from or items from each strata.